What's up YouTube, King Omega here, and I'm bringing you a jungle guide for Shaco today. This is part 1 of the guide. I'm going to be doing a second part after this just to show you how to gank with Shaco. So this is just your first jungle clear to show you how to do it. So I've started here with the Hunter's Talisman, I think it's called, for the mana regen and 3 health potions. You can take the refillable potion if you want, it's your personal preference, it's up to you. So you're going to start with your W, which is your little jack in the boxes. You're going to put your first one down at the 50-second mark. So you're putting the first one down 50 seconds in, and that lets you get 4 boxes down just as the buff spawns. So you can take the blue buff without using your smite. You also don't need a pull, obviously, because you're Shaco. I haven't warded anything here because I'm keeping my ward for when I go over to the red buff, just in case I get invaded over there. This is just one of the ways you can start with Shaco. There's lots of different ways. You can take the blue buff and then you can invade into the enemy's red and try and catch them at the red buff. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you what you can clear with just a standard start with Shaco. Might have been better taking the Hunter's Machete instead of the Talisman, but this seemed to work quite well anyway, so I'm just going to show this one. When you put your boxes down, you're sticking it behind the wolf, behind the big wolf, make him turn his back on you, so you can get that little bit extra backstab passive damage in. So it can make things a wee bit easier. You should always put your box down behind the camp that you're fighting, and basically whenever you've got it, because you've got mana regen, so you can just use them all the time. So I picked up the wolves and the blue buff, used 1 potion, so I've got 2 left. Make our way over to the red buff, so we're going to put a ward in the bushes just around the side in case the enemy, I think it was Udyr in this one, comes in. So just take the box down, go to town on this thing. I've got my smite up again, so ready to smite it when it gets low, and it'll give you some health back. Like I said, there's lots of different ways you can start. This is just to show you how much you can clear in a first go. With Shaco, the first time I used them, I had a bit of trouble clearing with them. So this is to show you what to do. Level 3 I like to pick up the Q so that I can jump over walls, things like that, in case I run into the enemy jungle or something like that. You can also, once you've taken red buff, you could go into mid lane or bottom lane for an early gank. It's really up to you. As you can see from my team in this one, there wasn't much point. Everyone was already dead, so we just decided to keep going. We're going to go up, take the raise. We should be able to get the raise, no problem. We've got the red buff going. So this is just your first clear. Picking up the wraiths. Managed to do most of the jungle. That lets you get a bit of gold before you go back. So clear the wraiths. You're going to be going back with 750 gold in your pocket. So I like to pick up the Chillin' Smite, the blue jungle smite, so you can slow people, makes it a bit easier for doing your ganks. And you can pick up a couple of potions and you're ready to go again. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.